Oh, I'm getting lean as fuck. Yeah, Stevie don't work, Dave Huckabee. Question, dude. How many times did you kick yourself in your stupid ass for saying, you know what, he's not in shape. I'm ready to fight him anytime. I mean, how'd you phrase it? It was obvious that, you know, he's not in shape. Yeah, I'll take him this time. When he is in shape, and then when he does Bon Lapua, okay, fuck no. Even though Jamie Harr said, you know what, Dave better not fuck with him on the ground. And since you're not a ground guy, you don't take people to the ground, do you? Or is that when you're getting beat standing up, okay? Yeah, and I'll fight you when you get down to 205, okay? Yeah, I'm through fighting guys way the fuck heavier than me, Mike Gonzalez. And you know what? Is there a chance that you would actually just punch since you fucking play acting like you did something to me in sparring, dude? I was in pain. My elbows were fucked up. I mean, my shoulder was fucked up, but it's always fucked up, right? Pain, you know, marijuana, yeah, takes care of it. But my elbows were fucked, dude. I'm stretching my elbows out. Your punch didn't do shit. And you know what? If you just want to punch, homeboy, let's set a date for a month or two. I'll stop smoking, and you know, I'm getting in fucking decent, not being in the gym shape. But if you want to just punch, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. And you know, Pete Carroll, I got a friend request from Roddy Parks. Remember Roddy? Okay. I remember it well. He remembers some play, you know, where I fucking made a spectacular hit. Tell you what, Roddy, the only thing I remember of that game is missing Steve Taylor twice on the same play. Okay. Smashing him in the fucking mouth in the middle of the field, knocking it back 3 yards, and I thought he would go down. He didn't. And then when he hit the sidelines, I beat him there, and he stopped, and I went past like a fucking missile. All right. And then John Cannon is talking about moving me to offensive tackle because I missed two fucking. I mean, because I'm running with a nigga, and I'm not only keeping up, but I'm accelerating and shit. Right. Yeah. So what I do remember, Pete Carroll, of that whole Lincoln situation is me poking Mike Cart's assistant coach in the chest, telling him, you know what, you don't fucking faze me, and neither does your brother. I'll kick both your asses. And check this is my fucking defense, okay? Next year, you might not even be here, dude. Next year, I'm at USC, Notre Dame, any fucking place I want to be. And yeah, how many college scholarships would I've gotten if they knew that I was poking an assistant coach in the chest and telling him, you know what, I'll fuck you up, punk. Yeah, so I do remember missing those two tackles. You know, Roddy says, you know, Python, okay, Pete Carroll, and it's like this, yeah. I set a fucking record for growers, man, straight up. I have what they call battle dick, okay? You know what? Embarrassed as fuck. But when I get hard, you know, I made a porno with my wife, and I wasn't embarrassed. So it's like this, dude. Pete Carroll. We can make money in stories. You know what I'm saying? And the story that happened on Juanita's, you were there, man. Okay? You saw, what was it, 4 guys fucking half encircle me because I'm up against the counter. And I knew you were right behind me with, who was it? Jimmer Kranz, Tim Bybee, Scott Cosman. Who was there? So I just went, dun, 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 bam, elbow. Dude was a fucking sack of shit, okay? And immediately, it's not 4 guys there snarling, ready to attack. It's 3 guys like, holy fuck. And then boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then who would we get to play number 5 in the movie? You know, come into the door, that fucking wannabe tough guy from New York, man. What's going on here? None of your business. Well, I'm making it my business. All right, well, step the fuck in, man. And to everybody out there that's in MMA, if anybody starts shit with you on the streets, what you should do is you can get in a stance, you can put your hands up and take a step back, hands up, and that's telling your potential combatant that you don't want none. But you can be ready, man. And if he makes a step toward you, okay? If he makes any direction but away from you, okay? you can fucking launch, man. I was told that by a judge. And Dave Huckabee. Yeah. Played Steve Taylor. He went to Nebraska. We played a lot of guys that went to a lot of places. Who the fuck did you play ever, homeboy? Did you ever play a school that actually had a black running back? You know, talking, you know what? He wasn't shit at football, and Stevie ain't shit. I'll tell you what, partner. Potentially going up to Tacoma, Washington, according to Shane Leone. And if I do, his friend that's a prostate cancer victim, you're going to come back in perfect health, man. My Uncle Bob Johnson, he is willing to do a video. But see, Bob isn't on stevia, and so he's put on some weight, man. And Peachy drinking regular water, even with stevia, shocked her into death in 30 days. Put Bob in a fucking emergency room. I didn't know this. And yeah, I guess he almost died. And so he's fucked up now, okay? Not doing good. And he's going to do a video saying that, yes, when he got on my stevia regimen, Dave Huckabee, he was obese, and he had 6 tumors in his breast that were turning cancer. And I remember type 2 diabetes, but he doesn't. But we're talking years ago, man. And then he starts the regimen, and 4 months later, you know what? 6 tumors gone, 62 pounds gone. Imagine that across the United States. It's going to happen, okay? Just because it hasn't happened yet is further proof that America's like the Capitol in the Hunger Games, okay? People fucking eating food, throwing up, eating more. You know what? Us suppressing the rest of the fucking world. You know, our dogs eating better than probably 1 billion people on the planet. And there's 7 billion people now, and there's too many, and there's going to be 8 billion, okay, if we don't stop this shit. And to the ladies in the genarchic states of America, yeah, if women don't step up to the plate, men are going to fuck this place off. I think really what's happening is the rich know that water's vanishing. That's why a lot of them are fucking stockpiling, you know, food and water supplies. And, you know, internal combustion engines run on flammable water, okay? There's no even return. I don't give a fuck what Einstein said. You know what? If there was, there'd be ground humidity in LA in the summertime, but it's scorching fucking dry. And yeah, stop and go traffic, you know what? Proof is in the pudding, man. Okay, you can theorize all you want to, but fact is, we're vanishing water, and without water, you die. And if you vanish enough water, okay, you can kill off a certain percent of the population to correlate perfectly with the Illuminati and them saying they want to depopulate the planet by 95%. And Holly Mayu, you know what? You were always gorgeous, still are. And am I remembering correctly that when I came back from Notre Dame, I found out that you had a crush on me? I was like, wow, because I thought I was ugly, okay? But yeah, I was going through it when I was in high school. Psychologically, mentally, okay? You know, on the home front. And, you know, things weren't good. And what I'm thinking is, you know what? I can only go to 12. And there was a time when I would have fucking traded everything to have a 12-inch cock. You know what I'm saying? To be huge, strat, okay? A lot of guys out there, same boat. That's why fucking all these supplements that supposedly make things bigger, you know, make billions, and they don't. And you know what? It's like this. The violin actually works, and I'm going to make an offer to 2 ladies that haven't had cesarean sections and see if they want to experience it, if they're willing to, you know, do a video about it, okay? And what I'm thinking is that if the fountain of orgasm for women can't catch on in the United States, that is thoroughly preoccupied to a point, you know, with porn, you know what? Getting stevia famous in the United States there's really not much fucking chance, okay? You know what? A different reality. I don't quit football. I go to the NFL, Dave, okay? If I walk on to the Raiders, Dave, and I'm catching Tim Brown from behind, okay? You know what? If I'm covering Alan Pickett man for man, shutting him down, okay? If I've got jets, seriously, do you think Al Davis fucking pops a boner and gives me a shot? And then if I'm fucking wrecking people, you know what? Yeah, Roddy Parks, did I put that back out of the game against Vernon Day or against Lincoln, okay? Yeah, black guy, caught a pass in a flat, turned that field, boom, okay? Like a fucking locomotive, man. And you know what, Dave? Yeah, Dana White's real smart, man. They had the English Voice calling me up, talking about giving me money, flying me out to Vegas, okay? You know, just keep a lid on talking shit about people in UFC. And fact, not fiction, I bet you if we did a lie detector test that people in the UFC, maybe even Chance, might even trade that shit to be a fucking star in the NFL, man. You know what? It is what it is. And what I'm saying is there's a lot of guys that are decent athletes in MMA. Fantastic athletes, John Jones. You know, NFL makes a lot more money. They pay their players a lot more money, but so does boxing, okay? You know what? Because the pay scales, Dana White, they're way fucked up. That's slave labor, okay? I'm saying that we could field a fucking team and do that fight football thing, you know, on video, and people would eat it the fuck up. And Dave Huckabee, you know what? If you want to just punch, son, step up to the plate, because I'm ready anytime you are.